Okay, I think the iPads have just melted and gone into overdrive because the emojis have gone off the scale. Lisa, I am so excited to be able to welcome you to our first ever virtual conference.
Yes.
And B, for you to share more about your amazing brand and our biggest launch of 2020.
It's so exciting. I'm so thrilled to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
No.
I just wish we could have done it all together, but, you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is, and we're making the best of the situation. We are. And I know you just sat here going, oh my God, to see this on the big screen.
Honestly, like to see like my products that I've been working like, you know, towards for like the last 2.5 years, and actually see them in themselves and then see it on the big screen and then be sat here with you guys and then sharing all this with you guys. It just like absolutely like blown my mind. It's just incredible and actually quite overwhelming. I feel a bit like, I feel a bit emotional.
Well, okay, this range, your amazing new range has been 2.5 years in the making.
Yeah.
And what does it feel like now it's out there in the public domain and our reps and sales leaders are loving it?
I'm just so thrilled. It's like, as a makeup artist, it's a dream come true, you know, to have your signature and your name on a product, and having been working in the industry for like the past 20 years, to pick up all the knowledge and the know-how and all my experience and be able to bring that to a signature collection of my own and see it in its, you know, all its glory is just...
And it is glorious. It is absolutely amazing. You really should be. It's amazing. How did the partnership with Avon kind of come about? How did that happen?
Well, the thing is, it was so weird because literally when I trained back as a makeup artist, when I went to college, I was literally, you know, just beavering about, just doing my own little thing. And then a job came through to do a magazine roadshow for a magazine. I think it was like Sugar Magazine.
Yeah, I remember it. TV
roadshow.
Yeah.
And they asked me to put a small team together, go on the road and do makeovers at the shopping centres whilst they launched this model search.
Okay.
The makeup brand was sponsored by Avon.
No,
my first ever professional job as a
incredible.
makeup artist was with Avon, and then I was approached to do my own line with them, and obviously I couldn't refuse. Like, I mean, I feel like I've gone
full circle.
And now 20 years later, I'm sat here with you guys going, here it is.
I love that. Love. The thing for me is, I think I said to you earlier, everyone's got an Avon story, and you've got an Avon story, which is gorgeous. I love it.
When I tell people, they're like, oh my God, that's so like interesting. Well, who would have thought 20 years ago, like I just said, coming out of college, just learning my craft, getting on my own little thing, and then going, here now, I'm like,
look at it. It's amazing. Okay, so your vision for this brand was really, really strong.
Yes.
And we can see that in some of the mood boards that we've popped at the back.
Early days. This is early on, like when we first started actually looking into how I was gonna, what sort of like vibe I wanted to create. But it was very, very like, it was straight, always there from the beginning. I knew exactly what I wanted. I knew exactly how I wanted it to be. And even the guys that helped me sort of create the brand and the packaging and all the sort of colour schemes and all that sort of thing, they were very clear from the start. And they even came back to me and said to me, out of all their years in creating brands, you know, I was the one that was very clear from the outset. I wanted it this, I wanted it to look like that. This is my colour schemes. And you'll see like with like some of the mood boards and stuff, at home I've got still my original mood board, and to see it come from that mood board and then come into this, it's like, it's incredible because it's been very much in my mind, that's exactly what I wanted. And I knew exactly.
And I know you were saying like you've got one of everything and you're going to keep them.
I know.
Because that's like
I've got this beautiful little clear glass box with the same colour as the pink roses on top and all the little trays, and they're all lined up.
And that's the keepsake, as well as all the ones that are in your kit that you're going to be using every day.
They are not to be touched by anyone.
I love that. Okay, so how did you first get into makeup?
Well, I mean, this is going back 100 years ago now.
I mean, not that long.
Well,
literally like yesterday.
It feels like it. So when I was about 6 years old, when I was 6 years old, I was disco dancing.
Yeah.
And we used to compete all over the country every song.
I mean, look at these.
Seriously?
Aren't they amazing?
I can't believe you just did that.
I mean, they are. Look at that eyeshadow, Lisa.
I know. I mean, if you can't call that creative, I mean, what can you say?
It's amazing. That's a Strictly outfit in the making.
So as you can see, all these different outfits that I used to wear, disco dancing, I used to custom make, like do my own design, hair and makeup, rightly or wrongly at that point with the white and the red stripe. But there we are. So from an early age, I was always very creative with my look and my makeup and my hair for my disco dancing competitions. So I kind of feel like that was already in me.
Yeah.
And I always loved trying things out, creating different looks, like putting things together that necessarily you were told that didn't go together. I was like, well, why not? This is makeup. I can do what I want.
But that's the whole point.
And that's the beauty. Yeah, that's the beauty of it. And obviously then I had a career from my disco dancing into the band, and then from there I went to college and was like, okay, I'm going back